Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Well, versatility and work rate have always been the strengths of Darren Fletcher, but he's done all of that in the face down the years of some doubters, Jim.
Yeah, he was criticised when playing in more offensive roles for giving the ball away a little too often, and
he's gone for goal! Just off target.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Pepe is there, and he can pick it up. Not the most accurate pass. Nice looking ball. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rodri, Aubameyang, aimed beyond the defence. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he scores! Well, that is one way to stop him. Ernest. Rummenigge. And here's Mohamed Salah. Now Costa Curta. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Aubameyang. Knocks it out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a full... Del Piero! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No goals as yet. Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Half an hour played now. And it's Rooney. Tries from a long way out. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Rooney brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Al Sadd with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Great, can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Al Sadd, just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one. Rooney! It's anyone's ball now.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And he cuts out the supply. And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Forlan. Pepe. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest...
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Now this could be a chance. Rodri. Bale. Looking for options for movement. Delivers with whip. Tries to get it clear. Oh, what has happened here? He's going for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that is great goalkeeping.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Ibrahimovic! He can get that clear. Decent progress down the left. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Marcelo could try cutting inside here. Oh, it's come loose. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shot, surely! Oh, split-second reaction.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That is ended up in no man's land. Pass somewhat off target.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mohamed Salah. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Vitoria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Thinks about the shot. Bullish header! Cannavaro gets it away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, yet another interception.
So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Vitoria can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
Hello,
get ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel.
Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And another try! Goal! Victoria! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Forlan, Van Dijk makes the interception. Victoria leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. That looks a good ball through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Zaire Emery. First quarter of an hour gone. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Great ball. Goes for a shot! It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement's so precise. It's Salah! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hernes. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And this is Messi. Might be danger. And a chance! He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mohamed Salah.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Hernes gets into some space. Tries to cross. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And we have our very first corner. That's really well cleared. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Zaire Emery plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Zaire Emery, and he's... Oh, shooting chance! Rummenigge. He's in a great position here.
3 minutes at a
They
time.
are into stoppage time. Oh, that's well spotted. Zanetti. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Zaire Emery. It's out for a goal kick. Now it's Forlan. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Substitution.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Victoria have their second corner now. Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And it's McAllister. Ambitious ball here. Howson gets across to intercept that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Victoria really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, cracking ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ernest, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Can he finish? It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Victoria.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Looking for the run.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that was nowhere near his best. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to...
Hunas! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Hunas actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This looks promising.
Added minutes
Now
have
it's
been
messy.
indicated.
Cannavaro.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Rummenigge. Oh, just skips past his man. Raul. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
And just a quick reminder today
Have
to
you look
please
back on the
drink
game then? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. And that has been slung wide. And this is Forlan. It's Forlan! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he skips past his man. Foden. Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to belt it away. Girassi! Well, that is remarkable.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now it's Girassi. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Ernest, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And this is Forlan. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. And a chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Victoria leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And it's Figo. Figo knocks it out wide. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Spread neatly, Forlan. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Victoria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. Foden. And here's Forlan. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Figo. Now, can they get him away? And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! Really well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cleared without hesitation.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Mateus stood his ground strongly. He's gone forward. No way through there. Looking to play him in. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mohamed Salah.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Mohamed Salah. He's found a way through. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And he's managed to get rid. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And this is Figo. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Tries a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Victoria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And here's Neymar. He's going for goal! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Figo. He is through here. Oh, look at the space here. Can he finish? And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He might be in here! Time added on will be 2 minutes. So that's it. It is all over. Victoria pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness.
To please drink responsibly.
Mohamed Salah picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Victoria definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
That has been cut short. Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Not the most accurate pass. Lampard. And it's Lampard. And here's Ibrahimovic. Fiore. Cafu. Now it's Neymar. Caught offside that time. And he's intervened well there.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
Borough United, we're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, can he get onto this? Rijkaard. And here's Raul. Neymar. Goes for a shot! Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Neymar. Good running, strong and purposeful. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cafu plays it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Oh, that's a key interception. Closing in on goal. Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Victoria are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Pass somewhat off target. And he can clear it away.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Fiore. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Victoria.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Victoria really need to bring up...
Tries a shot! Victoria back on level terms! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme. This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their...
Takes a shot! There it is! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Victoria go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Mateus. Rummenigge being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Raul.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Rijkaard.
Victoria surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Forlan, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he was quick to react. Rummenigge is onto this. Kukcu. De Bruyne. Nice sequence of passes, this. That's tidy. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Buriram United can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now this could be a chance. Great ball if he can get there.
There will be 3 minutes out of
Cafu.
time.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Rummenigge picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
On our shuttle bus service.
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy.
Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Roberto Carlos, and he's managed to get free. A header!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge. And this is Forlan, delivered with swing. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Driving forward. And this is Forlan. And this is Eto'o! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Roberto Carlos. Pepe deals with that comfortably. Hernes. Mateus. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, he's been fallen! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And they've got rid. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Eto'o. And this is... It's Fulham! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Rummenigge. Mohamed Salah. Yaya Toure. And it's Yaya Toure. That has ended up in no man's land.
Two added
Roberto
minutes
Carlos
has been
has
indicated.
created one goal already. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rummenigge. Oh. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And the game has already resumed here. Forlan. Yaya Toure. He is always looking to break. And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And a chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Almost an hour gone. That's a lovely pass. Eto'o! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vittoria are looking to go forward now. Maldini cuts out the pass. Chouameni looking to pass their way through. And it's Conte. And Yaya Toure! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mohamed Salah. Salah. Now Hoeneß. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tries to play it through. Finding their passes. And here's Mohamed Salah. Conte. Toure takes control of it and he's on the move. Pepe. Rummenigge. Passes short and sharp, and he's in on goal. Conte. Chouameni. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He's gone for goal!
Maradona really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the referee brings it to a close. Vittoria can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
And a quick announcement today.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Peter, I don't envy that defence in having to face Javier Saviola. His nickname of Rabbit says a lot. fast and elusive.
And a chance! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Victoria are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He is through here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Ernest finding their passes. And here's Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. He might be in here. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Victoria on the spot for parity. Terrific save by Abbiati. No, he's missed it.
Well, he never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Victoria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good-looking ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Saviola. Saviola unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Foot in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, it's hit the post! It's a goal kick. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rummenigge. And this is Forlan. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Hullet. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, that's superb. He's gone for goal! He's keen, determined to have his say.
CD Nacional really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Now it's Forlan. It's Forlan! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Pedri. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Played down the flank. And this is Mohamed Salah. Elects to cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Mateus. And he was quick to react. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Victoria.
I'm afraid to tell you that.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the game has already resumed here.
Victoria can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And this is Saviola. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were...
Bullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Salah. And they win it back again. Victoria still this single goal behind. Nicely weighted ball. Mateus delivered with swing. And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 22. Bruno
So time for
Fernandes.
change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Javier Saviola. Coming on
Guardiola.
the field. Number 7.
Guardiola gets
Raul.
over and intercepts.
Number 20. Owen.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start.
Can he finish? Rijkaard. Rummenigge. Oh, good read. And it's Guardiola looking for a runner.
CD Nacional couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Owen. And the ball's come loose here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Raul. Forlan. And it's Hullet. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Forlan. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Salah. And here's Owen. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Coming on the field is number 3. Zanetti.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played.
Well, he's dealt with that well. Victoria are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, what a shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Number 17.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And there goes the final whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like
welcome
that.
to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Well, clearly, Uli Hoeneß was a great in his own right, but was also known as one half of a legendary strike partner.
Yeah, and he was the more creative one, Peter. Likes to use the left side, a great dribbler who set up as many goals as he scored. He'll be asking questions of anyone on his side, just looking to try and get behind that defensive line.
He has outstanding strength, of course, silky feet and sharp running and even sharper finishing. Serginho, Robertson, and he was quick to react. Mateus, Cannavaro, Raul, it's a mighty effort! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Now it's Forlan. Big chance! Goal! Victoria! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 15 minutes is
So, a breakthrough
number 11,
already.
Karl-Heinz
Oh, now
Rummenigge.
here's an interesting matchup. Looking to pass their way through. Nice sequence of passes, this. Donadoni! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Forlan. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. It's Salah! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mohamed Salah is offering a wry smile there.
Victoria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mohamed Salah! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Victoria are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Out towards the flank. He's found a way past. And it's Serginho. And it's made its way to him. Goal! That is decidedly lacking. Costa Curta. And Bastoni. Robertson. Serginho. Chance for a shot! And it's in!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Manchester United.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Rummenigge. Serginho. Played into space. Rijkaard. Oh, cracking. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Number 7.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
This has become... And we've reached half-time. Victoria. Absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Only permitted in designated
Terrific
areas
half,
within
4
these
goals
grounds.
split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. Victoria get the second half started. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. It's Xabi Alonso, looking tidy in possession here. Goes for goal! Oh, just over.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Bastoni. And it's Rijkaard. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Pinches it off him. It's not an especially good pass, that. Chance here to counter. And here's Shevchenko. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zanetti. Hernes. Costa Curta. Now he's got space here. That's cause for mild irritation. Hernes. Now that's well seen too. Serginho. Hernes. Donatoni. Oh, this looks sharp. Turns and goes back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. Looking understandably energised after his goal. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Costa Curta. Rijkaard. Right, Shevchenko. Rummenigge. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Manchester United complete their comeback, and now they only need to... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Victoria can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
Hello,
The
attendees.
end of the game.
This is a
Reflections.
children's announcement. With the father of a boy in
So
a
just
yellow
time for me to say
t-shirt
thanks to
kindly
Jim
make his
for
way
his
to the
wisdom.
information
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best.
Here's a shot! And this is Ronaldinho. Brilliantly cut out. Rummenigge. Oh, this looks sharp. Over to the left. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and that interception was most necessary. And here's Saviola, has a shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Mateus. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Victoria yet to have an attempt on goal. Check. Cannavaro. And Mateus. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rummenigge is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ambitious ball here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk.
Celtic
Applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often.
And there's the shot! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Sneijder probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Now it's Mbappe. Mateus. Ernest. Rummenigge. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, well played, well played. Mateus. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And this is Forlan. He's a sharp little ball here. Alexander-Arnold. And they're quick to get it back. Now that's well seen too. Mateus. Rummenigge. It's a threatening Mateus! They want to be quick to recover this. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello, everybody, and a quick announcement now.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Passes short and sharp.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Fallen! It's there!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
That is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Victoria have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Forlan. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? He could be in here. It's Saviola! Oh, taken with style. Celtic are all square. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Forlan. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Rummenigge! Goal! Victoria! Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Been cut out, well played.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Saviola. Celtic appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Schneider! Saviola, just skips past his man.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Forlan. That is good alertness. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Yaya Toure. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for a runner. Howson cuts out the pass. That's that, the end. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
Those of you making their way home
voted
from public
man of the
transportation
match,
today,
and
please watch the
deservedly
screen
so.
for train departure times from all local
How would
major
you sum up
stations.
what we've witnessed, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.